This is a barge being pushed by a tug down the Tennessee-Tombigbee waterway right by our marina where we're spending the night at Midway Marina near Fulton, scanning the shore with his spotlight. Very cool. Moving very slowly.
Hi, we're Mark and Mel. After raising 4 amazing daughters who are now raising our 12 grandchildren and helping people on land in the real estate business for over 30 years, we're now realizing our goal of a year-long adventure cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Paradise. This is a 6,000-mile journey through waterways that include the Atlantic and Gulf Intercoastal Waterways, Great Lakes, Canadian Heritage Canals, and inland rivers of America's Midwest cities. Join us as we navigate over 100 locks, explore cities large and small, and experience an unforgettable journey through America's Great Loop.
Good morning. I'm down here in the engine room going to do some regular maintenance on our engines. What I'm going to do and try to show you the process is to change the primary and secondary fuel filters on our port side engine. I'm very new at this. In fact, this is only the second time I've ever done it. The first one was the starboard side engine. So I'm going to go ahead and film a little bit here and kind of give you guys an idea of the process. This is regular maintenance that is done every so often. Most people tend to say it's around 100 hours of engine time to do this. Some people say as much as 200 hours. And we are approaching 200 hours on the current filter here. That's why I'm doing it. That's where we were at when we got the boat. It was well over 100 hours on those filters when we picked up the boat. So anyway, let me kind of show you the process here and the parts and such that I'm going to use. This is the Raycor primary filter. We're going to be changing that first, and then we're going to do the secondary filter after that. This is very, very common on most boats of this type. The actual filter that I'm going to change today is right there. That's the new part that I'm going to be putting in, and it goes up in this upper section of the this canister here, and then down below here you can see that there's a bowl that's glass, a glass bowl that you can visually see if there's any contaminants or water in the fuel. And down below you can see that little knob down there. That's a drain where you can drain out those contaminants and water if they get into the system there. You check that by holding up a flashlight to it and kind of view it, which I've already done, and I'm not going to have to do anything there. But we're going to go ahead and replace the old filter in there with that new filter right there. The first thing I'm going to do is turn off the fuel flow, or close the valve from the fuel system to the filter, and that's right here. It says engine feed port. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. That is the line that goes down and around and over to the port side filter right there. So I just don't want fuel to flow, possibly by gravity, through that line when we take that primary filter apart. So that's done. That's in the off position. Okay, we are all set up here. I've got a good sized bucket that's a little bit pliable, which helps a little bit, directly under the fuel filter. That's going to catch, there's going to definitely be some diesel fuel that's going to dribble out of this, and I'm going to use that to capture that. And the very first thing to do is undo this T-handle here. Just unscrew it. So there's a little vacuum. I just heard a little bit of a air sound because there is vacuum in that system. Okay, on this one, the first thing we need to do is remove the old filter. Before we do that, we want to get a bucket underneath it. I'm not sure if that's going to be my right one. Actually, that'll probably work. Let me try that bigger bucket. Might be a little bit better. Let's see. Of course, completely dark. We can't block the camera. Found a quaint little park here in Fulton, Mississippi. We're at the Midway Marina nearby. And I'm not exactly sure who these guys are, but one is a penny and the other one might be a piggy bank.
So this is the typical morning, getting ready to go through the locks. We are leaving the Midway Marina, having to call the lockmaster at 5:30, let everybody know that we're going to meet about 6 o'clock to get through the locks, because 6:45, actually we left Midway. We left Midway at 6 o'clock, all of us, so we could get to the first lock, the first of 4 locks we have to go through before Columbus. And then we got the go-ahead because there's a tow downriver that will come in immediately. Those doors are going to lock at 6:45, he said, so we could all get through if we were here by 6:45. So good morning.
Very tight squeeze between this toe and the shore. We are down to just around 10 feet of depth.
Sometimes it can be so pleasant when you're waiting for your turn to go through the lock. And this is one of those moments.
Bit of a traffic jam here on the Tenn-Tom today. We are behind a tow going the same direction we're going. I'm the last of 4 boats traveling together. And if you can see it up there, that first tow that we're hoping to get past here soon, has to pass another tow coming the other way. And you'll notice that other tow just drove his boat right up on the shore so he could come to a stop over there and give that other guy as much room as possible. Just a normal everyday traffic jam on the Tenn-Tom.
We made it to Columbus Marina, and we got a courtesy car.
Nice one too. Only 264,000 miles.
Only 264,000 miles.
But you know, there's not a single crack in the windshield.
Well, that's true. I don't see one. So we're going to go to, where are we going?
We're on our way to Tractor Supply to get oil for our first ever oil change.
Yay, exciting.
So that'll be exciting to do. We'll see how that goes.
Well, you know, it's like one thing after another with a boat. What's that saying? What do they say about boats? They're like,
bring out another 1,000.
Yeah. Boat stands for bring out another 1,000. That's right.
It's actually fast becoming bring out another 10,000.
Yeah. Well,
with inflation and all.
Yeah. Well, we'll give you some links and stuff because he is really thorough about reviewing and making sure everything he gets is a good deal.
Well, here we are at Tractor Supply, picking up about 13 gallons of oil to do the first oil change in our 2 diesel engines. And I don't think I've ever even heard of a Tractor Supply until I got out to this part of the country. I don't know if there are any of them in Arizona, but if they are, they're pretty scarce. Anyhow, they're supposed to have a good deal on diesel motor oil, so that's what we're here getting today.
I get the camera and they're gone. I said, of course I get the camera and the geese are gone.